So one thing that I've noticed about myself and others have commented on as well is my ability to fit in different places. I have a lot of different sides to me. And I do believe that's my ability to zoom out and take a bird's eye view and to look at different patterns, threads, commonalities of things and to find how they're connected rather than how they are different. And in today's world, it feels like we're obsessed with duality. So things are black or they're white, they're masculine or they're feminine, they're right, wrong, spiritual, science. But life doesn't work that way. Life is a spectrum. Things are layered, things are connected, right? Opposites only exist when we look at them in isolation. But when we zoom out, we can see that they are two parts of the same whole. And I feel like this way of thinking, this way of separating everything into boxes has left us more disconnected than ever, disconnected from ourselves and disconnected from each other. I truly feel like it's my life's purpose to be a bridger of world and to bring connection where things feel divided. So one thing that I really like to integrate is science and spirituality. I have a background in exercise physiology and psychology, and I'm also deeply spiritual. So science is just starting to catch up and measure things like energy, vibration, consciousness, frequency. And it's in line with what the ancient wisdom and mystics have intuited. So, for example, now science is able to measure that we have a bioelectrical field, which matches up to life force in yogic tradition or auras, right? And the same goes for masculine and feminine, which goes beyond gender. These are archetypal principles that operate the way that the world works. And so growing up with sports, and honestly, our society is just hyper-masculine. I have operated in a hyper-masculine state all of my life. So there's a big imbalance there. And the masculine is associated with thinking, with processes, systems, linear, while the feminine is associated with intuition, abstract, feeling, flowing. But we cannot have one without the other. Without the structure, the feminine would be chaotic and ungrounded, and it would be like a river with no river banks. Same thing is true on the other side. So if there's too much masculine and no feminine, it becomes rigid and controlling and honestly pretty soulless. And then you have the mind and the body, which have been seen as separate for a very long time. The thinking was that our brain is the command center and our body just follows the orders. And this has been proven to be as far from the truth as possible. So our mind is not just our brain. Our mind is in our nervous system, our cells, our gut, our fascia, right? So it's a two-way street. We're getting signals from the brain to body, but we are also sensing, getting data and sending that up to the brain. And so the more that we can zoom out, the more that we can see things are interconnected. And we are all microcosms of the macrocosm. So the more that we can integrate the polarities and opposites within ourselves, the more that radiates out to the world and we bring collective healing.